guys. I'm Jessica Mulder.
And I'm Nick Kaminsky.
And this is
The Hard Way Pod.
Today we have a really great guest, Niles Abston, comedian, writes for Comedy Central. Welcome, Niles.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Niles, thanks for being here.
What's up?
Yeah. Did I say the thing? No. This is the podcast about learning from your mistakes. Have we
Yeah.
been here? We've listened to
We've
this.
listened
This is
before.
episode 12. We know what's going on.
Niles, did you know this was a podcast about making mistakes?
I did.
Then we're good.
Now,
then we're all good.
Niles was booked on the release show.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you were
So
there
far,
for
it was
the
a fun
whole
show.
Yeah.
That was a fun show. Was it? I don't remember.
Oh my God, I don't remember either. It was like so long ago. I don't remember a
It
few
was
days
like
ago, so don't
it was
ask
like
me.
it was like 40 podcasts ago
I
in
know.
lifetime years.
It really
so.
does feel like this has been going on for a long time. I'll tell you what. So our topic today, guys, is Nick. Do you want to get into the topic?
Ooh, it's a fun one. It's it's so much fun. Friends are fun. Money is fun.
It depends if you have it and
Well-
if you're not mixing the two together. Because
Exactly.
that is cruising for a bruising, guys.
Don't
Trademark.
mix. That is your trademark now.
Yeah.
I think we should start printing out
I'm gonna get a cease and desist. Somebody else invented that.
Mr. Cruisin' and Dr. Bruisin' are going to be like, you're stealing our IP.
Yeah.
Don't mix money and friends.
Don't do it, guys, because shit will hit the fan. And
Niles, in general, would you say you're good with money?
No.
No.
I'm 24. I'm not supposed to.
yes.
No, that's true. That's a good answer.
If you find a 24-year-old that's good with money, that's a serial killer, bro.
Oh, no.
Nick is
I was
good-
good with money. I was good with money, but I had none of it.
Check his trunk.
Yeah,
well,
right?
I don't even.
There's a body in there.
Yeah.
Check his trunk.
There's
I'm
a
way
body.
more creative than a trunk, okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. See, he did it. He just admitted he did it.
My
I told
God.
you.
I admitted
You told
nothing.
on yourself.
Never
Look,
eat
my
one of his
lawyer's
burgers
outside.
again.
I watch
so-
SVU, bro. I know what you do.
Oh, man.
No, not so. Yeah, I'm good with money, but like, once you introduce friends to the mix, it's a whole fucking shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because how do you get to the point where, you know, if they don't just follow that unspoken rule of, hey, don't make me ask you, like whether
Yes.
you lend them money, whether whatever.
That to me is once you have to ask,
Yeah.
you've done something wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I've definitely have you like had, and maybe this is your story, so then you can, you know, tell me, Jess, just wait, I'll get to it. But like,
Hold on.
you know, do you find, especially being younger, have you like borrowed money from friends or like given money to friends and like had it backfire before?
Yeah, I'm waiting on $25 from a nigga right now. He's supposed to pay me back this morning. and
Oh my
shit-
God.
Yeah.
That's what's so good about Venmo now, though, that you can send the
Yeah.
Venmo request. It's like, don't make me ask
can't
you for
ignore
this.
it.
His phone don't work. So.
Oh, well, that's a whole other, yeah.
See, $25 is like such a shitty amount too, because I need $25. Like I
Exactly.
can't just
Yeah.
not, like that's a decent amount of money. You know, that's not nothing. But it's also like, it's really hard to keep bothering someone for like, yo man, remember that $25? Like,
Exactly.
remember that $25? Like at a certain point, I wish I could just, I wish I had enough money to not worry about $25.
Same.
And I wish I could be a big enough person to not be like,
Right.
Right. Well, I mean, what if it's less than that? Like that shit adds up,
$10.
though. You know, it's like
$10.
if you get like a $10, you know, two beers, right, and they're $5 a piece if you're lucky enough to be at a happy hour. I know.
Yeah, what bar are you
Fuck are
in?
you in Los
Where am I,
Angeles?
Nebraska? I know. Right?
I'm going out with Jess next time. What the fuck?
No,
$10?
I think they messed
She
up on my
drives to
bar
fucking
tab last night because I got Travis a tequila and I got 2
Sebastopol.
PBRs and the bill was $12. And this is not a bar that ever
No,
gives
they
you a
fucked
deal.
up.
I was like, you made a mistake, and I'm not telling you.
We got
Exactly.
margaritas for $8 like a couple weeks ago, and I thought
decent.
that I thought I was the luckiest boy in the world.
Exactly.
It was such a treat to
Oh,
only
yeah.
spend $8 for a margarita. So yeah, I like to imagine that I'll buy a beer for a friend or something, but like when someone says I'll pay you back,
Yeah.
and then it's a whole fucking thing.
Well, that's kind of a lesson that you learn is like, if you're lending somebody money, especially if it's a large chunk, just never really expect it back if you want to. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
that. But I also don't like people buying me stuff because then I'm like, this seems like
I
a
feel
gift, but it's
obligated,
it's
yeah.
like, what do I owe you now? Are you gonna
Yeah.
are you gonna be tallying this shit up?
Exactly.
in the future, what do I kind of gotta feel like I should do now?
Yeah, which is like what I get into with my
Yeah,
story.
it's like, I don't know what your kidneys is like. 3 years later, you need a transplant or some
Yeah.
shit. You gonna call
I
me.
bought you so many Jack and Cokes.
Exactly.
When we were at that, see, no one's ever actually being nice. I think. Is
No.
the
'Cause
main
I feel
thing.
like it keeps
I never am.
feeding back in here.
For a second, I thought I should stop talking because you took off the microphone or the headphones. I was
Nick
like,
is
she
way
won't
too
be able
loud.
to
I
hear
just can't
me.
fucking take it anymore.
Is
Yeah.
that- no, that's fair. No.
Yeah.
No, we're in the same room, so it would would make sense that you could still hear me.
Boop. Yeah, I could touch your nose from over here. So, do you have a good example,
Yes,
Nick?
I do.
I want to hear it. Is it with your friend Roman?
Yeah, we're going into full Roman territory.
This
Roman
poor guy
is,
gets blasted. What a piece of shit
this
this
guy.
guy is.
This
He,
guy-
like, there's a story about it's a made up name because he can't use his real name.
Oh.
And
Roman-
then Nick accidentally said it one day, and I had to find it and bleep that shit out.
Did you
Yeah,
bleep it?
I did
Cool,
bleep it.
Cool, great. Thanks
That's
for doing
hilarious.
that. You're the heart of this operation. So Roman is an old friend of mine who I was best friends with from like 11 to like 24. So
Wow.
anybody who knows
That's a
me at all
long
from that
time.
time, like they know
Yeah.
exactly who Roman is. Roman, you know who you are.
And those friends will also be the ones that'll fuck you over because they're like, we've been friends forever. I can be
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
biggest dickhead now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you know him.
I have one of those. I haven't named her yet,
yeah.
though.
So Roman, he was always one of those growing up. Like he always just like he would get money and then just spend it immediately.
Yep.
And he was
That's me, dude.
and he was like just always awful at jobs. He's okay, I'm not saying he was a total sociopath at 16, but like he couldn't hold a job for more than like 3 weeks because he was just lazy. He would just kind of lie. He was just so he would never have fucking money. And when you're in high school, it's not as big a deal because like you're not doing tons of shit that costs lots of money. But then once you get into college and you start splitting 30 racks of PBR and buying bags of weed together and stuff, like that amount of money that, you know. But so here's the thing about Roman is he never had money. But when he did, he would spend it on weed and booze and fun shit.
Did he share?
Yes.
Okay.
And he shared. So this is going to go over like a little bit of a timeline because he got way worse. But so like he would always share, and that was like why like 2 weeks later when he was like, "Could I borrow $2 for the bus?" And it's like, fucker, you
only-
don't have $2. Like,
If only you planned correctly.
yeah. But then it's kind of like, I mean, he did buy a bunch of nose
Yeah.
fun for the party last week.
But you didn't ask
know?
him to buy that, though,
No,
right? So it's
no.
like, if this is a gift, why do I owe you now?
And a
but
lot
that's
of
the whole
times-
thing. He's doing it, and he's like, but then I can always ask for bus
Right.
money. It's $2, dude.
And here's the thing: is I'm good with money, and so like the idea of someone just not having $2 is infuriating to me.
yeah, but you also look like the cheap ass if you don't want to give him $2. That's the other problem.
and
yeah.
and exactly, and like for a while, $2 is okay. Like every now and then, fine, you know.
Yeah.
But like once it's all the time, it's not like. And then you feel like such an asshole because you don't want to give someone who's your really good friend $2, but it's like. You should have $2. This is a larger systemic issue we're dealing with here.
For sure.
Yeah, many layers.
But then it used to be like just this kind of like annoying give and take, but then it started getting like bad. Like he started asking for money, albeit from everybody else. He would
Was
like
it-
he would quietly kind of be like, "Look, I'm kind of in between jobs. Like, do you think I can maybe borrow like $100?" Like,
Oh, that's a
and a
big
lot of our
jump.
friends are just really nice people. A
No.
lot of them are just real nice. So a lot of people, or like he would be like, "Look, like my car got fucked up. Like I don't have money to pay for it."
Is he the type of person that like things are always happening to him
Yes.
and he's always
Yes.
the victim? 'Cause
Yes.
that's what like
yes.
I can't stand. I
100%.
can't stand. It's just like, why is chaos always chasing
Yep.
yeah,
you?
it's like
Because
you are
he
attracting
is
it.
the
dude.
chaos.
Yeah, you're
Exactly.
attracting it. It's like
You're the common denominator in
Yep.
all these fucked up situations.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that is 100%.
and that's why he had to start pivoting
Roman.
people because he's like, I've already
Yeah.
like blew it with
Yes.
this one. They've
Exactly.
figured me out. Yeah.
Yes. So he kind of like certain groups of our friends would like at certain points just like be like, fuck that guy. You know, like he just got shady.
Yeah.
And then like he started doing more nose fun. I've realized I say the words cocaine a lot on podcasts, so I'm trying to mix it up.
It's too late.
Just cocaine. So he was doing way more cocaine. We were like partying more, and like we were
That's
all
a quick
doing
way
it.
to be broke, for
We
sure.
were all doing it. It's not like he was paying
shit's
for all of
expensive.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so expensive. And then at this point, we moved in together. Me and
you
Roman.
took the risk to move in
Yeah.
with the fucking scrub.
And this is not a don't move in with your friend story. We'll save that for another time.
Yeah.
With Roman.
I've got enough
but,
examples
yeah,
that I have
so
that
many.
too this time, but it's like which side do I want to talk shit about you on?
But so
I'm going with the money.
It was weird that he never hit me up for more than like a beer at a bar, or like, oh, can you buy this bottle and I'll pay you back, and I knew he wouldn't, or like he never hit me up for big amounts like he did other people, like for like to get a guitar fixed or whatever the dumb.
What did he
fucking
do to his
shit.
fucking guitar
I
now?
don't know. Oh, he got drunk and threw it on the beach one night because he
Oh,
was
well, your
trying
music career is over, bro.
Yeah, that's your fault because you're a baby. Yeah.
He sucks. We were all like 23, 24 when this happened too.
Also,
so
why
we were
is
younger.
his guitar at the beach?
No
is it
offense.
acoustic? And was he trying to like mack on girls at a party? This guy is
Yeah.
the worst, dude.
Yes.
See, I knew it. How did I know?
What a
How did
TV trope.
Yeah,
know,
he
right?
sucks.
This
So,
guy
but
is
it was
made up.
it was weird that he had never hit me up for money, but we were living together at this point, and it was like rent was like ridiculously cheap because it was like Chicago in like 2008, and it was like it was so like my rent was like $250 a month because I had the little Harry Potter under the stairs room. So I would just this is where my dumbass, this is where I'm a fucking idiot. I would every month give Roman $250, hand it to him because he paid rent because he was the one on the lease because I wasn't on the lease.
Right.
So like it would look bad if I had to check. So just give him $250 every month. That was my rent. Yeah, that's how we paid rent, and that's how I lived there for.
Where were y'all?
In Chicago in Logan Square.
$250?
Yeah, well,
His
he
was-
was sleeping in the fetal position
I
under
was-
the stairs. However,
No, I fit a twin size bed there.
upright, like just like on the angle. Dude, how much was his rent?
You hanging
His
from
was
the
like-
ceiling like a
his-
bat? What the fuck was you doing?
His was like maybe like $350,
Okay.
$354.
This place was cheap. Were
was
you
very cheap.
inside someone else's
Were
house?
there crackheads
No, we were
in the
inside a
kitchen?
person.
Yeah, right? Where-
Inside a crackhead.
Where was this? Was it a tent?
we had
Yeah.
to like crawl inside a human being. No, man, it was just Chicago.
Wow.
In like 10 years ago, it was just cheap. It was like $700 for a 2-bedroom,
Okay, that's
and it was
nice.
like pretty decent.
That's crazy.
It was like
Yeah.
not awful either. Yeah. So and then like 5 months later, of course, and I'm like, yeah, rent's getting paid. I don't hear anything about it. I don't think anything about it. Just head shaking happening.
I am not. I'm yeah.
And then we get a notice like an angry we get like we didn't get a rent hasn't been paid in 5 months.
Stop it. 5 months.
No.
He was living off of $250 a month, and it was like you were the daddy paying him. How do you do that? How do you not pay your fucking rent?
He would have had to die.
Yeah. You're like, I would.
That's crazy.
That's 5 months. How did you take that long to get a notice too? Is what I want.
And then who the fuck was working there that
I don't know.
they
Well,
let y'all skate for 5 months?
I know,
don't-
right?
We didn't go through a company. It was like a
Somebody
single
was
dude.
fucking. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
To be
he was doing a
completely
little more.
honest, I still don't know 100% exactly what happened details wise.
Yeah, Roman and your landlord
Fuck, I
broke
did
up.
it again.
Yeah.
And she finally realized I don't want y'all here anymore.
Yeah, right.
Roman,
Exactly.
That's what happened. Roman gave her herpes. That's what I'm thinking.
I think it was
I
a
believe
dude.
it.
Yeah, oh God. Okay. Gave him herpes.
Gave him
Yeah.
herpes. Doesn't really
He's
change
like,
anything.
yeah, it still fits.
So I don't. Roman told me that he'd been sending the checks in the mail,
Okay.
and that that the post office lost them. That's what he told me
5
and
times?
our landlord. Yeah. Yes.
Wow, this guy doesn't even have good lies.
I don't
either.
know how we were allowed to still live there. I
Yeah.
don't know what happened. I don't know why they didn't kick us out sooner. I don't know what Roman was doing.
Well, I think it's harder to get people out than you think. Like
Yeah.
for me, it's like I've been evicted before from an apartment and I left, but some
Yeah.
people are like, no. And I'm like, but you know how stressful that is to just hope that you can go to the
Sure.
store and the locks won't be changed when you fucking come back.
if
That's
someone
crazy.
if someone had come up to me though and been like, you can't live here anymore, I'd have been like, oh yes, sorry, sir, thank you very much, sir, and I would
Yeah.
have grabbed my
Exactly.
2 bags and I would have run
Exactly.
away. Like I
Yeah.
was not like gonna fight the power
Oh my God.
in that instance. So what happened was, and this is why I kind of feel bad telling the story because Roman's mom just ended up bailing us out. She bailed him out.
Of course. That's always who it is.
Yeah.
Yep. And I felt, but like, because I'd known him since we were little
Bad
kids.
sociopaths always have rich parents.
I know. Dude, I was about to say, he came from money though, right?
No.
But she was
She
was she
had
always
enough-
bailing him
she
out of
bailed
stuff?
him out a lot, yeah.
See, but that's how you never learn to not be a piece of
Exactly,
shit, is if
exactly.
your parents are always bailing you out. And that's not to say my mom's never bailed me out.
So-
she definitely has, but
Yeah.
you
So I was
mostly
like,
she's like, no, you fucked up. You figure it out. And that's why I don't do things like that.
I
That's
used
why
to
pay
give
my
him
rent.
money every month. How stupid was I, though? I mean, like, we all know, like, basically we all just assume it just went up his nose and he just was
Yeah,
doing
but, like,
way more than any of us
you
just
kind
knew.
of assume, I think, that people are at least going to do the basic necessity.
You think?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'm not expecting you to like fill the fridge up or
Uh-huh.
replace my beer, but can you pay the fucking rent?
Maybe he paid like part of it certain months. I don't know. To be honest, I never talked to the landlord because I was living there illegally.
Right.
So like I was just
yeah.
staying out of it no matter what.
Exactly.
But I was
Yeah.
still expecting like something would happen where like if I'm paying someone money for a roof over my head, like, I mean, that person was Roman.
Exactly.
Bad on me.
Right, which is that's a whole other problem. It's like you have no stake in this. Your name isn't on the lease. You get in like one little fight, you're on your ass, dude. That's no
Yeah.
good.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Can't wait to talk about it more. Also, at one point, I said his real name, I think, in the middle.
Yeah.
You're going to have to bleep that one out, too.
Oh. Timestamp, Mike. What's the timestamp? God damn it, Nick. It's
It
fine.
was like at like 7:35.
I don't care.
Okay, I
I'll
got it.
find it.
15 right now. It was at 17:35. No, I'm kidding.
I'll
So
find
yeah,
it.
so yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. Money, friends, mixing them.
Oh my God. So where did you go? Where'd you end up living?
Oh, I ended up staying there for like another 6 months.
What the fuck?
I lived there for like another 6
Dude,
months.
that's
yeah.
like my neighbors. Like they were evicted when I moved in April, and they just finally left last month.
Oh,
my
Jesus.
God.
And they were the worst because it was like they
Oh,
had
the trash
the
bag
trash balcony.
balconies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
their whole balcony was filled with like trash bags of clothing and like old teddy bears. And then I'd see them like add something,
serial killer shit.
and I'm like, what is this? Like, what does the inside look like? And they would be screaming, fighting at 7 a.m, like all the time, to where I was like,
Fun.
one of these people getting out of here,
yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
And
great
one of-
reality TV show.
All right.
Yeah, I lived there for another like 6 months and then moved into a studio apartment like down the street.
Nice.
And I lived alone without that fucking guy.
Yeah.
That's
good.
that's a good idea.
We're still best friends.
Yeah, right.
He loves this podcast.
Wow.
No,
Yeah.
not true.
Okay.
Not true.
I was about to say, wow, that's
Not
bad
fucking
judgment on your part.
Yeah, I know, right? You have learned
I don't
nothing
learn from
this.
my mistakes.
Yeah, you've learned nothing.
Yeah. So there you go.
So
I'm blown away.
I just can't believe
glad.
you managed to go 13 months in a place without paying rent.
Yeah.
That's
It's weird.
nuts.
It's pretty crazy.
Did they turn your electricity off? Who was paying the bills?
We did the last like 2 months that we were there. They shut off the hot water
That is so
because he never actually put it in
Ghetto,
his name.
dude.
He
That's
never
so,
put the
like-
utilities in his
Y'all
name.
was stinky.
Oh my god.
I took like 8-second long freezing cold showers like
That's
every
the
3
worst.
days.
It makes me infuriated when the water's cold. Like I get just
Yeah.
unreasonably angry when that happens.
It was gross.
Who have I become? Yeah.
It was like squatting. It was like fucking squatting by the
You
end,
were.
living with
It
Roman.
wasn't
yeah.
like you were.
yeah, you were squatting. That's
exactly
what you were doing.
doing.
The definition of it.
Exactly. Oh shit.
Oh man. Well, you
Yeah.
learned nothing.
Learned nothing.
The
No,
whole-
I did.
No,
I
you did. Yeah.
I
Well,
did.
you wouldn't do that again. Now you're on the lease, no? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
Oh well. Technically,
Are you handing
No.
somebody money now? But like they're different.
my roommate now is no Roman.
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
No more.
He's-
No
he's
more
a
Roman.
He has a
responsible boy.
job, you
Yeah.
know.
Mhm.
Yeah, a title, not like
It's Duchess.
Duchess.
That's good. Title. Niles, how about you? What's your?
I got like two.
Yeah,
I
please.
got like two little
Yeah.
examples.
Definitely.
I want to say her name on the first one because I just don't give a shit.
Shoot.
Well,
Oh, no, you
sometimes I
can.
say, yeah,
I want to.
I blast people.
I just
if it
feel like I
doesn't matter.
shouldn't.
No.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh well, I mean,
She's a piece of shit, but I should. I
yeah.
should say it, but I'm not. I'm not gonna do it.
all right.
But this is a story. I was in college. I went to college for like 2 years before I dropped out. I moved here. I moved here when I was 20. But I was going to college in Oklahoma. And this story is why I will never lend a pretty white girl money ever again. First of all, if you're a pretty white girl, nobody should be lending you money. Like, stop. Like,
Yeah.
Jess, I'm looking at you.
But
Yeah.
I had this. I was a
No
freshman.
one do
It was
it.
my freshman year, and we were pretty much all drunk all freshman year.
Yeah. That's,
That makes
And I went to
That's
I went
all
to
years.
I went to a private Christian college, so it was like against the rules.
so not only was it fun, but it was
It
dangerous.
was dangerous. That's what made it even more fun.
Oh yeah.
So that was dope.
It's always
But,
fun fucking around behind Jesus's
I'm
back.
trying exactly. That's the best kind. I'm trying to figure out like a fake name for her. Just throw out a generic white girl name. What is that?
Megan. How about Megan?
We'll go with Megan. That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm friends with this girl Megan, right? We were both from the South. So like, in fact, I'm from Mississippi. She's from Louisiana. And she had first day I met her, she had a Mississippi College T-shirt on. I was like, oh shit, you know Mississippi College. So we became like really cool. Became friends. We were just good friends, whatever. And so like, we would, we'd lend each other money like every now and then, buy each other drinks, all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
We were cool. And so there's this one night we were all going to like this. They would like promoters, they throw like those all white parties or all black parties where like you wear all white.
Yeah.
And so like it costs like a certain amount of money to get in.
Nick's like, whoa,
I
this
thought you meant
sounds.
something else. I was like, that sounds like a terrible
Niles,
time.
don't go to the all white party.
Not a clan rally. Not a clan rally. But no, it's like you wear all white. Whatever.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
But yeah, so like you just pay like a certain amount to come in and like you can drink, eat, whatever, hang out, dance.
And those are expensive parties. No,
Yeah, usually like 20. Like this one we were going to was like $20.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
So like, so we were all like, there was a bunch of friends. We were all piled in the car seated like 5 or 7 of us in there.
Yeah.
We all
Ass to
pre-gamed.
elbows.
Exactly. It's college shit. We were all super drunk, except for the person driving.
Okay.
You know, we were responsible.
Good
That's
on
good.
you.
They weren't gonna.
Yeah.
They weren't the driver. That was the rule. The driver doesn't drink till we get to the place.
Until you get. And then, how do you get home?
And then
I
after
wanted
that,
to
is-
ask, but I
Yeah.
didn't want to seem like
after the
lame.
party is just free game.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But so yeah, we're on the way to the thing, and so we didn't know how much it was gonna cost. Somebody just told us to like come through, and so they were like, all right, we can let like this amount of people in for free, but a certain amount of people got to pay. My friend Megan, she doesn't have the money or whatever, and like another person didn't have the money. So, so like some people were like, you know what, we're just gonna go back. We're gonna go back to school, right? So like
what a like. It must be embarrassing. Ugh, I didn't get $20.
So like we're all in the car like talking about it, like, yo, like who can borrow money, who can do this, who can do that, and then some people was like, we're just not gonna do it. I was the drunkest person. I was going in that fucking party, right? And I had a bunch of cash on me because like I had like a campus job I had just gotten paid, and so I didn't know this at the time. She stole $40 in cash from me in the car while I was drunk.
Oh my god!
Straight robbed me.
That's
to this day I still feel like a bitch because I got robbed by a white girl. Like that's crazy. But it happened.
Fucked.
Megan straight took $40 in cash out my pocket while I was
took
drunk.
advantage. She's like, he's drunk. He's not going to notice.
Because she wasn't that drunk.
Did she
Megan
use
move.
that money to pay for you to get in?
No,
Oh.
she used that money to go. She just when
Took
she
it.
left, she and like another person they left.
So she stole the money and went home?
Exactly.
What
so
a
they
bitch.
left, and then you discovered that
Yeah.
she stole $40 from you when
Well,
you tried to.
I didn't know till the next day.
Okay.
So I was balling. So like when I got to the thing, I didn't even notice I didn't have $40.
Yeah.
So I paid for myself to get in. Me and a couple friends, we go. We have a great time. Whatever.
Great time.
And so like we literally like we got back to school like sun was coming up like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I checked my wallet and I was like, wait, I got paid this amount. I know I spent this like I was drunk, but I was like, I know I only spent this amount of money because like we didn't have to pay for drinks.
Yeah, it was an
Yeah.
all-encompassing,
It was there.
yeah.
And
Makes
then
it
I was
easy.
like, wait, what happened? And then I kind of started thinking, I was like, yo, I had Megan hold my wallet for a second while I was trying to get my shit together. She just straight stole $40 from me.
That's
And so
that's
I was just
fucking-
like, nah, she wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
And so the next day I was like, yo, like, did you take money from me last night? And her face just starts turning red, right? She's like stuttering and shit.
Oh
and
my
I was
God.
like, did you? Like, I'm laughing because I'm like, there's no way you did this shit. And she's like, yeah, I did. And I was like, so you just straight robbed me. She was like, well, we lend each other money like all the time.
Len,
so
ask.
So I just felt like I could just take it. So I was like,
Oh
because
my-
I bought you a Jack and Coke before, you think you can rob me, bitch? What is wrong with you?
And $40, dude.
Christian ass Megan, man.
That's what I'm saying. And so I was just like, yo, like, that's fucked up.
That's
Like,
fucked up.
I was like, give me my $40 right now or we're not friends anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
Ever.
even
Well,
then,
also, you can't trust her already.
Never.
It's like,
Yeah,
what? Just
never.
because I bought you, like you said, I bought you a drink, that
Bought
means you
you
could
a
just
drink.
take my money.
You could rob
my
me now.
wallet is just your wallet now.
Exactly.
Are you
And-
dating?
That's
And she was
like
insane.
even that's still
No,
wrong.
that's
But it's like if you
horrible.
were dating or something, she'd be like, "Oh, I'll get you back. We live together. We exchange dinner, whatever."
And this
Yeah,
is
but
the
that's
most
different than
this is the most
stealing.
fucked up part about it. She's like, I'm not paying you back.
What? Who is this girl?
Exactly.
okay,
does
where is
that?
Megan?
She still follows me on Instagram. I hope she sees this shit.
Oh
bitch.
my god!
So
What was her?
and so this is the thing. I'm in rural
That's
Oklahoma.
ballsy.
I just got robbed by a white girl, and she just told me she's not paying me back. It's the most gangster shit ever. I'm not
What
gonna
are
lie.
you gonna
it's,
do
it's the
about
most
it?
gangster. It's just like I can't punch you in the face. I'm going
Oh
straight
my
to jail. They're gonna
God.
hang me. Look, this is Oklahoma. They're gonna hang me.
Oh my god! God.
Can't
Yeah.
punch you.
Yeah,
And
there's
I was just
literally
like,
nothing you can do.
so I just sound like a bitch. I was like, oh, we're not friends anymore. Like,
Yeah.
that's all I can say at this point.
Jesus
And
Christ.
So it's just like I would see her like around school and shit, and I would just look at her. I'm like, dude, you owe me money.
Yeah.
Give me my shit back. And
Did
then
you just give her like the death eye?
all the time.
Yeah.
She never
That's
paid
all
me
you
back.
can do.
Also, like, what a shitty friend to be like, oh, I'm willing to lose you as a friend for $40.
Right?
What?
Exactly. I didn't mean shit.
That's bullshit.
And so like, yeah, we have not been friends since then.
Wow.
And she follows me on Instagram though.
That's wild.
Watches all my stories. Probably just like
What is up with
probably
that,
just cracking
too?
up like, hey, I stole $40 from that nigga. Like, she just got married recently. She's doing great.
Oh, you should
Poor
tell
guy,
her
yeah.
husband.
Oh yeah, he's gonna care.
Send him
He's
the
like,
clip
yeah,
of
she
this.
steals from me all the time when I'm
Oh
drunk.
my God.
But yeah,
That's just a deep character flaw, man.
Yeah, it's
like
just-
she's
Yeah.
entitled.
Yes,
like
very,
she thinks
very
like
good
you
way to
owed
put
her
it.
that
it
somehow.
freaked me out to think that somebody could like justify like, you know, we've lended each other a couple dollars every now and then, so I can just take $40 out of your
Yeah.
pocket while you're drunk. We're
No.
that cool. I've known you for one semester. Ho, like what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
That's and it's like it's so specifically like evil seeming when it's money.
yeah.
You know, like that's
dude,
just the most like it's
you
just like
trusted her to hold
cash
your
out of
wallet,
pocket.
and she used that opportunity to take it, and then made an excuse. So,
And
so
the
when
thing was, I didn't even trust her to hold my wallet. I was like getting a bunch of stuff. She's like, oh, just let me hold it for you.
this
fucking
bitch,
Megan.
Megan,
This
you
fucking bitch. I hope she does see this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope she does too. But yeah, so yeah, I got robbed by a white chick for $40 in college, and I'll never.
You'll never forget that.
I'll never forget that shit. It
Dude,
was-
if you ever come into a bunch of money, you just need to hire a lawyer and spitefully go after her for that
Yeah.
$40.
What's the statute of limitations
just on principle?
on
I don't know.
robbery of that nature?
I don't know.
I think statute of limitations is usually like 5 or 10 years. Since it's a minor crime, it'll probably be 5 years.
All right, Comedy Central.
Yeah.
We gotta buy another script. We gotta get some shit going. Man.
Yeah, right.
Time
Oh
is
my
is
God.
of the essence.
Fucking what a deep character flaw
There's
this
something
person
wrong with her,
is.
dude.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
some sociopath shit.
Yeah. Like, what did she say to you when you were like, "Give me my money back"? And she was kind of a bitch about
She
it.
was just like, no. She was like, I don't have it. I'm not paying you back. And I was just like, first of all, that's bullshit. You do have the money.
Yeah, you
just-
went home last night.
You just don't want to pay me back. And she just would not pay me back. And so I had this one friend, he would out here, whenever he would see her, he'd just be like, hey, you owe Niles money, bitch. Like, he would just say that all the time. He'd just see her on campus. But yeah, she
Unreal.
just wouldn't.
I just
But-
can't believe people like that exist. Like, that's crazy.
No, it really freaks me out.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's the most sociopathic shit.
You
Yeah.
can just do that and not pay rent for 5 months and
Right.
just think that things are fine.
Where
Yeah.
do these people come from?
I
Like,
don't
I don't understand.
Have they ever experienced
would-
consequences?
No.
Do they care?
She-
Yeah.
I can tell she's never experienced any consequences
Yeah.
ever in her life.
God.
Yeah.
But
Same with Roman.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
At least
and,
up till that point.
and so yeah, but that's why like I'm very particular on friends I lend money to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people like it's just you give people an inch, they take a mile, and they just
Yeah.
get way too comfortable, and then they
Mice
get
and
to the point where they
cookies.
rob you.
Yeah.
So
But you didn't even lend her
bonkers.
money ever. You're like, I bought you a drink once. And
yeah,
now
like
you're I'm
we would lend each
stealing.
other like $5
Yeah.
here. Like, hey, I'm trying to get into this thing, $5, whatever. She lend me money, whatever. I pay her back. But it's just like I never thought like, you know what? She lent me money. I'm gonna rob this bitch. Like
Yeah.
I'd never.
Well, you could never get away with that.
No,
You'd be
I
in
could
jail
never-
if that happened.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah. Campus
Yeah.
police
Oh
have
my
got you in
God.
fucking handcuffs.
It would be over with. And like that was the thing. And like she knew. And that was the other. I've never felt so powerless ever in
Oh
my
my
life.
God, yeah.
Like the look she gave me when she was like, "I'm not paying you back." Like she was like smirked. Like she knew like there was nothing I could do
Nothing
about
you
it.
could do.
And then it's just like. I look like an asshole if I'm going around the campus. Yeah, this girl took money from me and she won't give it back. Like everybody's like,
Put up
okay, dude, we
flyers.
get it. Shut up. Like no one cares. Like
Megan is dishonest.
exactly.
You're like posting.
I don't want to say her real name so bad on here.
I'm fine. I mean, this is up to you.
Let's
I
do
kinda
a
think
charades
you
with
should.
one letter at a time, and we'll see if we can guess it.
She had a stripper name. That's what it's funny about.
Oh,
Was it Diamond?
Paprika.
You were very close.
Oh.
Jade,
No.
Sapphire,
It's a synonym.
Sapphire Plus.
I'll give you this. It's a synonym for like the future. And it starts with a D.
Destiny.
Ooh.
Yes. That is her name.
Destiny? Dude, that's also fucked up.
Yeah.
Destiny is stealing money. It's like
And then it's just like
you have
You
like
sound
a very,
like a villain.
You have a very profound name that's supposed to be like fluffy and
and
purple,
then
whatever.
I just feel like her parents are like worst white parents ever. Like you name your daughter,
Yeah.
you name your daughter Destiny, and she out here stealing. Like what did you do as a parent? Like I just
You raised a. It was your destiny to raise a tiny little
Exactly.
sociopath.
oh my god.
that's her. I don't feel like the second story is gonna live up to that one. So
Oh yeah, well, Destiny sucks.
she sucks, bro.
Megan, you also suck.
Oh, man.
I've got my own idea of who.
Well,
Megan
I mean,
is
I
in my
can
head
go,
now.
and if you feel like saying more
Yeah.
stuff, depending on time.
Okay.
But that was great, though, dude.
Oh man,
she-
that's
I
insane.
can't believe
yeah.
that because that's being so powerless that there was nothing you could do.
She straight right. It was the most gangster shit ever.
Yeah. Oh my god.
She just straight up. Like, I'm
That
not
was
paying
like
I
a
wish I had the
clean
balls to
job,
do stuff
yeah.
like that, but I also don't because I'm like I don't like
You wish you had the balls to do stuff like that, but if you actually did, then you would hate it.
Yeah,
if
no,
you did something like that, you would hate it.
I don't
You
like
would pay
doing
him
things
back.
that like make me feel bad because I'm hurting people.
I don't get. I just don't understand people
Yeah.
who do bad things.
Yeah,
Why?
exactly. Why does that feel?
How
good
does this
for you?
not eat you up at night?
Yeah.
I get angry. Like I sent a somewhat irritated text to a friend of mine 2 weeks ago. I still feel bad about it.
Yeah.
And I apologized
No.
right away.
No, what was this? 2015, 2016. My grandmother showed us this YouTube video she thought was hilarious, and nobody laughed at that shit. Because it was super corny. It was horrible. Grandma, you need better
Grandma.
taste in YouTube videos. But it was the
Yeah.
most unfunny shit ever. It was so awkward. No one laughed, and we all just kind of looked at her. I still feel bad about it to this day. I was
Yeah.
up to like 3 a.m. thinking about it.
Oh
last
my
night.
god! Because she's like, I finally figured out how to use the YouTube.
Exactly.
And then she shows you.
She thought it was the funniest video ever,
Oh my
and
God.
no
Yeah.
one laughed. And she was just like, "Oh, okay."
See, but that's the whole thing.
And
It's like it's
that
hard to not
made me
even
feel
fake
bad.
laugh to make them feel better.
I couldn't even fake laugh. It was, yeah.
But
You're like,
see,
you're like, I don't want to put my
you're-
name on this laughter.
this
here.
laughter.
This is ridiculous.
There's
you
other
feel
people
bad about it.
But there's other people committing whole ass robbery.
Yeah. Oh my god. Whole ass robberies.
whole friendship robberies.
Friendship robberies.
I think also
This-
the worst part is just like, oh, I'm willing to not be your friend over $40.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
no character. You have no
I was
like,
just like, yo.
You could say at least Roman went to his mom and was like, "Hey, can I have a lot of money because I
Yeah.
fucked up?" Like he did at least care a little bit about our friendship at
Yeah.
that point. But I mean, still just a repugnant piece of shit. But
So we need to name my friend too. What's her name gonna be?
Jacob Tremblay.
Oh my god, nothing that long. I'm
That
gonna
kid's
say
so
Jacob
talented.
Tremblay every 2 minutes. No.
That kid is so talented.
How
He's
about
so talented.
what's a name
Yeah, give us like a.
that I want to say her name is. Now I want to call her Jade, but it's like too cool of a name to give her because
Yeah.
she sucks. What's like
Jade is a cool name.
what's the most annoying girl or like that you knew in like elementary school or middle school?
oh God.
Every girl named Zoe I've ever met is super annoying.
I was gonna say Joey.
Oh, Zoe.
Zoe, I've never met a Joey that wasn't.
Well, I don't know a Zoe, so that helps.
Yeah,
Let's
okay,
go with
let's go
Zoe.
with
Okay,
Zoe.
so Zoe, this
So it
bitch.
would have been Joanna, but we called her Joey.
Okay. So Zoe, all right. So I'm friends with Zoe. This
works.
is like a young friendship too, right? So I knew her from when I was 14 in high school, and we remained friends. She was a year older than me, so we remained friends when she went to college, and she went to college in New Orleans, and I went to college at UCF. Whatever. We remained friends, and we like. She was one of those people that a lot of my other friends, because we had a good group of friends that were like, Zoe's a bitch. You know, she's just a bitch. and I was always kind of defending her because we got along really well, and we did have like a really tight friendship, but
Yeah.
it's kind of over time you start seeing them be shitty to other people, and then you're thinking, I'm not okay with that either. I don't want you to be. But backstory on Zoe too came from a ton of money.
Wow.
Like her parents were rich as shit. Like she had a different car every week because I feel like they
total.
were doing illegal stuff, like not illegal, but where they're writing off taxes. So her stepdad would, give away some boats, so that they could write stuff off. So anyway,
Shady rich person shit.
a good example of this, her personality is she got an Audi at one point. Like he gave her an Audi A6 or something, and it was green. And she's like, ugh, I hate this car. It's green,
What?
And I'm like, bitch, you have this free car. Shut up. But like that was the whole thing. She was so entitled and didn't understand. Like, for example, when the market crashed in like, what was it, 08?
Yeah. Oh wait.
She became poor.
was in middle
She
school.
became poor and had to move into my neighborhood, okay? Because that was like middle class, And I was like, oh, you think this is poor now?
Oh my
that
God.
you have to,
She thought she was in the slums.
Yeah. I'm sorry that you don't have a house that takes 30 minutes to walk across. You know what I mean? Give me a break. So
I feel bad for her, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
To have to
anyway,
go down
Zoe had no sense of hard work or whatever.
Zoe sucks.
Yeah, she sucks. But I always defended her. I always got along with her. We,
Mm-hmm.
pretty well. Anyway, like I'd visit her at college, blah blah blah, and she would since she had money, she'd be like, I'm gonna fly you up here or whatever. So this was kind of before had things thrown in my face, so I was like, okay, cool, if you're gonna do that thing because you want to see me and I can't afford to get there. But wow, looking back, I'm like, whoa, damn,
You
I
were
didn't
walking
know.
into it.
Yeah,
feel
I was
like
walking
now?
into it, but that.
Well, like, isn't it like weird how like people like Zoe or Roman or fucking Megan is just a straight psychopath. I can't.
Yeah, no, that's
just
crazy.
right to your face. But like, it's weird how like I feel like they'll kind of try to pick one person who they don't, or like maybe one or two who they don't fully ruin everything, right? But like everyone else is disposable. But then it's like, I'm trying to keep this one person, and like you think it's like because they're actually a good person and they like me. But it's really like,
or
no,
they're just misunderstood by. But it's like, no, I'm your one way of being able to talk shit about everybody else and still look good as long as I have you on my side, right? So
it's strategic.
So I had kind of, as we got older, either she got worse or I started noticing more, parts of her personality, right?
Yes.
Right. So anyway.
Probably both.
So I had a couple situations with her. I think I was in college the first time when I kind of had to say, you can't treat me or people like this. Yeah. You can be my friend again when you learn how to talk to me, So I had a couple situations like that where, we went to a music festival and I drove. It was in New Orleans, and I had like a new boyfriend and I wanted him to like come hang out at the hotel, and she's like, no, he's not allowed here. So then he heard her. He's like, well, I don't want to come there now. Yeah. And just like we go to this thing, and I wanted to see a specific band, and we're at the front of the place, and she stops to talk to somebody because we're in her college town that she's in, and she's talking to this girl for 20 minutes. I'm like, can we go? I want to get to this thing. We're going to run out of time. And she's kind of holding me back from going inside to talk to this girl. And I'm like, okay, whatever. It's her friend. She's catching up. And she does the whole, oh my God, yes, let's hang out soon. Let's hang out. And then the girl walks away and she goes, oh, I fucking hate that bitch. And I'm like, you just wasted 20 minutes of my time and you fucking hate that bitch? Like, I hate people like that. And then she was dating my friend that was like one of my, because I had a lot of like guy friends, and she was dating him and she treated him like shit the whole time.
Fun.
And so I ended up, leaving her the whole weekend. And then I had to come get them at the end because we had to drive them home. But I was like, I'm leaving, and I ended up sending her a letter, and it was like, because I had to like mail her a check for the hotel room or something, because this was before Venmo and shit.
What year was this?
Yeah, and I was like, here's why we're not friends until you learn how to speak to people. You treated him like shit. You treated me like shit. You treated my boyfriend that we never even got to see him when we were together because you were such a bitch about not, whatever. So we didn't talk for like a few months, and then we sort of resolved it because we ran into each other, and she's like, I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to be friends again, right? So I kind of...
Of course I don't want to talk about it.
Right, but she apologized, we moved on, whatever, So then cut to a couple years later, I graduate from college. She's living in New York now because she has an internship for 4 months, at some magazine or whatever. And she's like, move here, come on. I already paid the rent for 4 months, because I'd moved out, I'd graduated college and I wasn't really finding a job and I didn't really have anything else to do. I didn't want to move back home. She's like, come stay with me. She's like, you don't have to pay rent. You could just pay for bills and food. And she's like, I'm already paid for it anyway because it's my parents have paid for the 4 months while
So
I'm here.
I've paid for
She's like,
it.
she's just come, get a job, whatever. Shoot the shit. You're not doing anything else. I was like, all right.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there was nothing bad that happened at all, and this is the end of the podcast. Goodbye.
Right.
Yeah, right. Buckle up, buttercup. All right. So anyway.
Is young Jess about to be cruising for a bruising?
Oh, I'm cruising. Okay, so kind of a dicey scenario, but again, this girl comes from a ton of money. She's definitely gone out of her way to be like, I'll get this, blah, blah, blah. And never really thrown that sort of stuff in my face before. She just acted like a bitch and a shitty person, but that had nothing to do with the money part.
No.
And either way, like, again,
Totally
there's
unrelated.
still people that are kind of abusive like that. They always have a good side, because if they were just 100%
They're
shitty,
manipulative.
They're manipulative, but
Right.
they're fun as shit.
right? They're fun, but then it's like until they're not, So if they were 100% bad, you'd never be around them.
Exactly.
So we had a
They
lot
gotta
of
do
fun.
just enough to keep you around.
Exactly. So we had, a lot of fun, but also, anyway, so I move in with her. And of course, because she's bougie and fancy, she has to be in the most expensive part of Brooklyn. She's in
shit.
Greenpoint,
Oh, yeah.
Dope ass area, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, but she's paying $1,500 for one bedroom. Okay. In this 2-bedroom, sort of 2-story loft with these just degenerate slobs, man. Like this place would have been so nice if
Bunch
they
of
weren't so gross.
Greenpoint
Like we had to have those
slobs.
like fly things to catch the flies. So these people
Yeah.
didn't do dishes. Like the dude Sasha, I don't care if I say his name. He would like
A dude named Sasha.
he's never. I don't even know his last name. We will never connect, but he would like make a vat of, I don't know, what's the soup with the most ingredients ever, and then just explode it all over the kitchen and not clean it. So it was that sort of shit. And you're living with roommates and you're not trying to clean up after them and set that precedent. So anyway, so I move in with her. We're sharing an air mattress in this room. She's paying the rent. I bring my computer. She doesn't have one, so she's using my computer.
Oh my God.
I know.
No, Roman used my computer all the
Dude,
time.
it was nuts. And she, when they're like hitting it too hard, I'm like, whoa, you calm down. Like, did you buy this machine? You be
Right.
gentle, with her. But yeah, so and I bought food and stuff, whatever or I paid for the internet too, like things like that. So like the utilities I paid for, and I got like several jobs when I moved in there, just little jobs, and was saving up money to get my own place, because I didn't have to pay rent. Blah, blah, blah. So I end up, we're sharing an air mattress. It's winter. I buy a futon mattress. So I start buying a couple little things for the room just to make it more comfortable. Anyway, cut to a few months goes by, and all of a sudden, it's the final month of rent. And at this point, I haven't saved up too much, but I've saved up about $900, right?
Uh-huh.
And so that I could start planning to move out and like put that down, whatever. And suddenly she doesn't have the last month's rent. And I'm like, I thought it was already paid for. She's like, well, I mean, I had the money, but, I didn't give it to them. She's like, it's okay. We'll just use the security deposit. I'm like, that's not how that works. You can't just use the security deposit for rent.
Oh my God. That's
But it's like,
dumbest
you would
thing
know
I've
that
ever
if you
heard.
ever worked a day in your freaking life. Like she's doing this internship and doesn't have a second job. I'm like, dude, are you kidding? She's going shopping and what have you. So clearly she's got new shoes, new whatever. She didn't pay for the rent. So now I'm in a position where she's thinking, oh, I have to come up with money now for this $1,500. And my parents are broke now because remember, they live in the middle class neighborhood. They're not going to lend me this money.
That.
Or they're, yeah, exactly.
Lame
No
fucking
way.
jerk.
It's all bullshit, right? So I have now $900 that I can put towards this situation.
No, that's the money you saved up, Jess.
Right, but hey, she's been letting me stay here.
And of
without
course, you got to
paying rent.
remind him of that.
Right. So I'm like, okay, well, I can give you this for now, and then when you get the security deposit, you can give it back. And that was the deal. And my mom told me, because my mom is smart, not like me. She says, don't you give her that money. Don't you get it. You're never going to see it again. And I was
never going to see it.
But I couldn't justify not doing it because
You had been staying
I had
there.
been staying there. And granted, I'd done my side of the deal the way she set it up, but still, I wanted to help. And again, it's still my friend at the time.
Yeah.
So I give her that money, and then I move out immediately because I'm thinking I don't want to be here for this.
Yeah.
So I start living on someone else's floor for a little bit until I get my own apartment, and then So I'm now moved out, and I'm texting her, "Hey, did you get the deposit?" Because now it's like time for her to have been done and moved out, and she's sort of like ghosting me about it and saying, no, not yet, no,
shocking.
whatever.
What?
Yeah,
She wasn't
right.
responsive?
Right. And so then finally, I think I'm asking her for the third time because, again, now I'm just on a floor, in someone else's apartment, and I'm trying to get some sort of money to pay either somebody to stay with them or not mooch off them, blah, 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 and just do the deal we agreed to, which is you give me the money back. She says to me, I'm not giving you that money back. You're a freeloader. You stayed here for months without paying it. How dare you beg for this money back? And I was like, dude,
Whoa.
freeloader, this is your freaking plan.
You asked. Wow.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
Zoe, what the fuck?
What? Freeloader. I'm like, whoa, here it comes. I paid for this. I've paid for that. Everything now comes back.
Right.
That she's paid
Everything
for.
was so cool at the beginning.
Dude, freeloader is like, bitch, these were your parameters.
Yeah.
Also,
She was just fucking waiting
Yeah.
to be able to just squeeze a little bit of fucking cat. And then the second she did, you were fucking useless to her.
oh, yeah.
The second you gave her money,
Yeah.
the second she was able to get the big fucking, you're just done.
But what a extreme way to go. Like suddenly you changed the whole narrative here.
Yeah.
Now I'm such a bum that I've, been mooching off you. This was your idea.
You showed up to New York like you didn't even call her before. Can I stay here?
Okay, I can't even remember how we ended up kind of being friends again after that. We weren't.
Wait, you were friends with her?
No, I'm not friends with her.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing. I don't know what happened. I think it just came back to that whole, I felt like I've known you for so long. It was rough because we were dealing with money and we were living together and it was like a messed up situation and we were young, we're like 24, 25, I was just forgiving again to the point where years had passed and I didn't trust her anymore for sure.
Yeah.
And we had like a period where we didn't talk for a while. But then there was that part where you start to miss the good parts of them. She was like an abusive boyfriend, but a friend,
Yeah.
And
still an abusive relationship.
Right. And so we ended up like we weren't close anymore, but here and there we kept in touch, blah, blah, blah. And then she started, because I stayed in New York and she left. And then she'd start coming back and showing up out of nowhere, to your point.
Oh, my God.
I'm staying with you. And I was like, what?
No,
but then she's already there. Right. And she's being rude to my roommates. And I remember one of the last times like she did that, because I'm never forgetting that you said that about me. Right. But also, here you are, you're here. We've been friends for a long time. Where's you've apologized. Are we, I'm kind of trying to be forgiving because there was a part of her that I really loved and I didn't want to just not have her, be my friend anymore, even though I hated her. I started to just hate her so much more. Every time I saw her again, I hated her even more.
Yeah, totally.
So when she came and stayed with me the one time in New York, one of the times, and it was probably twice that she did that, and it was only for a day, whatever, but she ended up leaving and she was so just disrespectful. She'd just take up all the space and be messy, sleep till 4 with her boyfriend. And I'm like, you're in someone else's living room. I have roommates. Are you kidding? They're calling me at work. Like, is your friend ever going to get out of the fucking way?
Oh,
like,
that's
she's just
so awkward.
inconsiderate.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I remember her leaving
adults.
and saying she missed her train. And I said, we'll take another one. Not because you're not fucking coming back here, right?
Yeah. Good for you.
And so that was the last conversation. And then cut to a few years later, she sends me a message and says, I'm getting married. Do you want to go look at wedding dresses with me? And I'm like, why do you think this is our friendship? Why? And so at that point, I had to be like, how about this? You have no concept of where we left off. You have no concept of how shitty you've been to me the past few years. I was hoping that you would just go away easily and I'd never have to say anything. But how about this? I don't like you. There's something wrong with you. Every time I talk to you, you make me feel bad because you're a shitty person. The end. Bye forever. I'm never coming to your fucking wedding. I'm not even part of it because we're not friends anymore. And I haven't spoken to her since. But she follows me on Facebook.
Of course she does.
But she's not my friend.
You gotta sell this shit to Lifetime. That's crazy,
dude.
I was so entertained. By
But like
some single white female shit.
But what does that say about me that I kept letting her back into my life, dude? I felt, but like she was my friend since I was 14. She was one of my best friends. I was like, I want to see the good in you, dude.
Yeah. Oh, I fucking get it.
But when it comes to like, you know how close you have to be like, you're shopping for wedding dresses with me?
That's crazy.
She didn't even know.
That's psycho.
Right.
Yeah.
She didn't know that I didn't live in New York anymore because I had moved to Pennsylvania to deal with the whole cancer thing with,
Yeah.
And I'm like, bitch, you don't even know my life. Have you asked me for one thing about how I'm doing? No, I'm not going to your wedding. And then I'd tell her off. And then she says, well, let me know if you change your mind. I'd love you to come to the wedding. What is wrong with you? But then she I think she wised up because then a mutual friend of hers that I don't know is still friends with her started a Scrabble game with me. And then she said, I'm not on Facebook. She said, I'm not allowed to play with you because Zoe says that you were mean.
Oh my God. I'm not allowed to play with
Now
you.
she's messing up your words with friends? Oh my God.
Yeah, this is a Lifetime movie.
All right, guys, so we're going to write a movie starring Megan, Roman, and Zoe.
Just throw them all into one.
Just throw them into
Let
one.
them
Just
put
call
these
it
shitty people together. Let them fuck each other
Just
over.
Call it
Let
shitty
live in
people the
peace,
movie.
dude.
I'm with it.
Shitty people the movie.
I'll direct
we'll
it.
put them
Let's
in
do
like
it.
a Hunger Games like arena and just
down.
see who can steal the most money
Exactly.
passive aggressively
Who
from
can-
the other person
Exactly.
first.
Who can con the best?
Oh my God.
Do it to each other. Let's see how good you really are at this shit.
Yeah.
The lack of self-awareness and also just freeloader. I will never forget that.
That's crazy.
I was,
Yeah.
That's
you know
the
when you're
most
so
psycho
mad, you're like
shit.
shaking. I'm like, I will kill
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
And she's like this big. The shittiest people are so little.
They are.
It's like they know that you can't get them.
Oh man, that's
Megan is a tiny woman.
Oh.
Roman is a scrawny. He's got like a big fucking head.
Yeah.
And he's got like eyeballs like Gollum, but he's he's like a scrawny little.
Maybe
fucking,
they're all just mean because they're hungry. They just need to.
He spends all his money
eat
on
some
fucking
food.
cocaine instead of peanut butter sandwiches.
Oh my God. So yeah, never again.
Wow.
Jeez. Don't mix friends and money, dude.
Don't
Never.
mix friends
Don't
and money.
be friends with people that are just pieces of shits and then look for that one good part.
Also,
my
don't
God.
be friends with people, and this is going to sound really shitty, but don't be friends with people who constantly need money.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of shitty, and I
Especially
don't
rich
mean
people
it
that
in
need
a...
money and
Right.
don't
Oh,
appreciate
fuck
a
that.
hard day's work, you know?
But, like, it's no... I mean, if a friend of mine really needs help, I'm going to help out a friend, but, like, it's not any fun to have people, like, hitting you up, like, occasionally being like, hey, man, can I borrow $50? Like, it's fucking...
Also, have you no shame, you know?
Yeah.
Get a job. Go on
Yeah.
Craigslist, whatever.
Yeah, sell something, you know?
Oh my gosh, yeah. No.
Yeah. Ugh.
I'm livid again.
I know.
I'm so angry.
I know.
I'm so
like-
angry right now.
I'm trying to think of like something like, but no, I'm just
I'm mad
living
at-
in
I'm
anger
mad
right
at
now.
Your dude, I'm mad at her.
I'm so mad at everybody.
I'm mad. I'm just angry.
I can't.
I'm so angry. oh
I'm
God.
mad at Megan and
I need
also
a-
a
I need
little
a stress
scared of
ball.
her.
Yeah, I know. Let's go to yoga
need a
meditation or
stress ball.
something.
Yeah. Let's go punch a wall. That's
I need a drink.
Guys don't do yoga meditation. We just punch a wall.
punch
We
things.
hurt our hand really hard, really bad
things
for like
and
a few weeks. I can't make a fist for like a while, and then everything's better.
I broke my hand punching my brother one time because I hit him wrong. I did one of these and somehow it like poof.
Ooh.
Yeah, like boxers.
It probably didn't
back
even hurt your brother all that much at all.
Oh, he's very sharp and bony. So I think it's just like the bones.
very
hit
angular.
wrong. Because there's no way I hit him that hard, but he was just being annoying, you know, as brothers do, and I was just like, bam.
Oof.
No good.
Well, don't do that either.
No.
Don't do that. Niles, thanks so much for coming and
Sorry,
making
sorry,
it. Help it-
everybody's
no,
so mad.
I
Normally
know,
we
this
feel
was
better. Now we're like,
This was a good angry
we
one.
need a
We
follow-up.
don't normally get this pissed
how do we
off.
work through it now and
Yes.
get over it? So
Yeah, we're gonna have you back. We're all gonna confront
Yeah.
these people on Instagram.
Hell no.
No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Oh
I'm
my
joking.
gosh. Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ! Do you have anything that you want to promote? Any?
Yes.
Yeah, please
I do.
promote it all.
I'm in this new web series I acted in. It's called Sad Ass Black Folk. It's a really funny take on mental health. It's about a group of black people in South Central LA. They join this like makeshift therapy group from this dude that's like wants to be a therapist, and it just all goes to hell.
Oh,
And,
yes.
That's awesome.
The first episode dropped last week.
Oh, awesome.
We got like 1,000 views on the pilot, so that was really
Holy shit.
dope.
Very cool.
And we're dropping 2 episodes on Sunday, and then like every Sunday they're dropping more episodes.
Oh, cool.
And so
All
like
right, so then,
So where do you find this?
Yeah.
go to the YouTube channel Sad Ass Black Folk.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
it's all there
I'll put the links in
for
when
sure.
I post
That
the
would
post
that
and
would really
everything.
we're trying to. I didn't write it or create it or anything, but I got casted in it. And it was such a fun experience, and
Very
like it was my
cool.
first paid role and all that kind
Oh,
of stuff.
Awesome.
shit, congrats.
Congrats.
Yeah, it
That's
was fun. It
great.
was super fun. Great cast, and it's a really funny little project, and like I just want people to see it. So
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's
Hell
awesome.
definitely check that out.
Yeah, I can't wait to check it out.
fuck yeah.
Awesome.
Anything else? You mentioned you did a comedy.
I did.
Central
Yeah.
web series.
Yeah, I co-wrote this web series with Roy Wood Jr. Very funny comedian.
Oh, yeah.
He's dope. Starring him and another comedian named Manu Hart in New York. It's called The Night Pigeon. It's basically just like a superhero parody show. Roy plays like a parody version of Luke Cage. And he has like a hoodie with the bullet holes in it. And then the main character is the Night Pigeon. We're basically like making fun of Falcon, and it's like he doesn't have any superpowers, but he wants to protect New York so bad. And so like
Night
the
Pigeon.
3 episodes we did, basically he's like trying to catch like a package thief from like a makeshift like Amazon company.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a really
It's
really
like
fun.
little small problems, but they're issues.
funny
but
as shit, yeah.
they're bothering somebody, you know. So no, it was super fun.
Not everybody can tackle the big problems,
Right,
you
but
know,
yeah,
the
that-
serial killers.
Yeah, that's on YouTube.
Someone
and
stole my package. Yeah.
YouTube and Facebook for Comedy Central. It was really fun. Yeah, I went to New York and did that. So it was,
That's
it was dope.
awesome.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I
we
wanna
did-
check
we
all
did
of these
3
things out.
episodes. Yeah, check that out for sure.
Very cool. I will also plug my ridiculous music video that I just made.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's called Yesterday I Had a Craving for Chick-fil-A, but I Forgot You're Closed Sunday. And I'm singing. It's to the tune or the melody of Yesterday by the Beatles. And basically, when do you want Chick-fil-A? It's on
always
Sunday.
always on
It's always on Sunday. So I go in and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And proceed to vandalize it. But guess what I learned? There are people there on Sunday. Because I was like, dude,
What?
this is going to be great. I'm going to film and nobody's going to be here. And then I'm like sneaking around doing my dramatic stuff.
Oh, like
because there's people
working.
cleaning inside.
Yeah.
So it's closed on Sunday unless you're part of the cleaning crew, which
Well,
is
I
pretty
learned
shitty
something.
when you think about.
I heard if you join the Illuminati, you can eat there on Sunday.
That seems
That's
like
another
a lot.
fucking reason for me to finally get in with those guys.
That's another Hard Way podcast episode, dude.
They called me.
No.
I'm answering.
No way.
Have they called you?
I can't talk.
Yeah. Stay right
God
where you
damn
are.
it.
All right, guys.
Well, shit.
This was really fun. Sorry
This
we're
was
so
good.
mad, but I do feel a little bit of a release, you know?
I'm
Letting it-
happy
It
that.
was good to get it. I've never told the story before.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
good
good.
to get it out.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
I'm a little embarrassed by it. But
Yeah.
No, Megan sounds terrifying.
she's horrible.
She sounds like a terrifying foe.
Watch out for those
Watch
Megans.
Watch out for the Megans and the Romans and the Zoes of the world.
Man.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We will see you next week. Nick, is there anything else you want to say?
Don't mix friends and money.
Yeah. All right. Don't do it. Bye, guys.
Bye.